Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we got some 6 somewhat news, I guess. The Scream Twitter account, the official Scream Twitter account at Scream Movies, had posted this picture of like some Ghostface subway train. Um, and it's made out of a ghost face, and it's supposed to be like resembling like a subway map or whatever. And he had posted this picture today, um, and a lot of theories have been circulating around the internet because of this map. And I kind of just wanted to talk about some of these theories that have been going around, and giving my opinions on some of these theories, and whether if I agree or not. My own, I guess, some of my own theories too. And I just wanted to talk about this map just because I was confused when I first saw this, because I was like, wait, what is this? Like, I was just so confused. But yeah, this, like, we're just gonna be talking about today. But before we get into it, I would like you guys, everyone who's watching this video, like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. If you haven't already subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel, like and subscribe. Um, because I would really appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. And yeah, we're just gonna dive right into everything. So basically, we got this, like I said, we got this Ghostface subway map, and it has like a list of character names and whatnot. Um, it has like character names in red, has character names in blue, character names in green, orange, yellow, purple, and what's it called? And like I figured that basically what is showing here is that, because like if you look at based off some of the theories that have been going around, this is a I would say this is a map, I guess, that is supposed to be like showing the killers that were in this franchise that have died, but also showing the the victims to those killers in those franchise, and whatnot. They, and like the victims to those killers in this franchise, and also showing, I guess, some of the ones that were presumed dead but weren't, and then it shows one that, if at the top here, if you look, it's all capitals and bold. You'll know what I'm talking about, as a big circle than everyone else's name here. Um, because basically this is all a whole map of basically all the killers in this franchise that have died, and the victims to those killers that have died as well in this franchise. That's what this map is showing, and it has all the names and everything. Um, but if you look here in the orange section at Kirby Reed's name, it shows like a little X mark, and it says closed. And what's it called? It like kind of confused me at first seeing this, because I was like, wait, what? Like, why would Kirby Reed's name be here and it says closed and it has a little X box on it? Um, I was like confused, like, why is that? But I kind of came to the conclusion that it's because Kirby was presumed dead to us, the fans, who we watched the movies. We're the ones that watched these movies. She was presumed dead to us, and now that it's confirmed that she was never dead, and she wasn't a victim to any of the killers, and that she never died, that's why it says closed, and that's why it has a little Xbox in the circle next to her name. um and then if you look at Sam Carpenter, she's all capitals, a big circle in bold. It shows her all the way at the top, and it's basically showing. I feel like it kind of shows that in this map, everything is connected to her. And there were some theories that are like that were going around saying like, oh, like what if this means that Sam is gonna be a killer, or what if this means she's gonna die or something? I don't think that's the case here. Um, because what's it called? I think what this is that it's showing how Sam is basically like the reason why Sam is basically at all the way at the top, and it her name is like in all capitals and stuff like that, is because of the fact that she's the one that like it basically almost everything connects back to her. You know, with the fact that she's Billy's daughter and stuff like that, and she um was basically like, I guess since now she's the new main character, it wouldn't make sense that, she's on here now and whatnot. But also the fact that, she's even here to begin with, I think that like, yeah, like I said, it's just showing that everything connects back to her because she's the new main character and because she's Billy's daughter. I think that's probably what it is here. Could it be hinting that she's the killer, or she's dead, or she's gonna die or something? Well, first of all, her being a killer, I just don't see that happening, nor do I think that it would even make any sense. I've gave my opinion on that before, but like I just don't want Sam to be a killer, so no, I don't think that makes sense. So I don't really buy that theory that's been going around. But could this mean that she's gonna be one of the victims in this movie? Like she's gonna be one of the new victims in this movie, and she's gonna die in Scream Six. Yes, that's possible, but I don't think that this proves it though. Like yes, it's all speculation, of course, but I'm just saying I don't think this necessarily proves anything though. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Um, but is it possible she dies in this movie? Yeah, for sure. But like anyone can die in this in Scream Six, honestly. Like anyone can, but because all bets are off. Like who knows? But I don't think that this really means she's gonna die or anything. I just think that it's because since everything's it basically connects back to her because she's the new main character and she's basically a victim. And Kirby's also, Kirby, like I said, she's also here too, and her name is she has an X in her circle next to her name, and like I said, it's because she was never a victim in this franchise. She never died to any of the killers. She was presumed dead to us, the audience, the fans, but now that we know she's not dead, that's why there's an X next to her name. And, because I've seen some fans say that, like, what if this means that only Kirby and Sam will survive in this movie? Um, or what if they're the ones that end up, what if they're the only ones that end up dying and that's why they're showing this? Um, like I said, I don't think that's the case. Like I said, I just think that the reason they have Kirby here is because she was presumed dead. But now that we know she's not dead, that's why they have her name here, and they have an X around her circle. And like I said with Sam, it's just because she's Billy's daughter, and basically it's almost showing that everything connects back to her now that she's the new main character. Um, I think that's just all it is here. But and you can see all the character names from the killers, the victims that have died in this franchise. It shows all of them here around this Ghostface map. It shows everything, everything, everyone basically. Um, you know, but the one main thing that I kind of want to talk about here though is that it's because this is probably one of the bigger theories that are going around because of this map that came out today is Stu Malker. Because he was also one of the killers in this franchise, and it's showing that because basically it has everyone here showing that basically everyone in this map is showing that what besides Sam and Kirby, of course, but basically everyone else in this map was either a killer and they died, or they were a victim to one of the killers and they died. That's what it's showing here. But if you scroll up here next to Stu Macher's name, and if you zoom in a little bit, you'll see there's like a little, it's like red instead of white in his circle. And there is like, of course there's going to be theories going around because of this, that, oh, like what if this is hinting at that they're trying to hint that Stu Macher is going to come back because he's alive, and that's why they did that. They're just going to be trying to tease us, and whatever. And look, I don't really want to keep getting into stuff like that, but because I've already given my opinion on this stuff, before. Like, I've already been straightforward with these theories and how I feel about them, and but these theories are going around again because of this map, and with Stu Macher's name, having the red instead of white like everyone else, and that's what fans are going with now, that they're trying to hint at him returning and still being out there, and that's why they did that. Um, but here's the thing, though, and I'll just say this straight up, without even um trying to, because like here's the thing, I'm someone who's, yes, said that they don't want Stu back. Of course, I said that many times. I don't want him back. However, is it possible that that he'll still come back either way? Yeah, of course, it's still possible. Like I don't think it'll. Me personally, in my opinion, I don't think that they can. It would. I don't think it would make sense, nor do I think that it would work. I've already expressed that opinion many times. I don't think it would work, nor do I think it would make sense to bring Stu back at this point. But could the writers themselves still decide to bring Stu back either way? Of course, because it's not like whether you want Stu back or not. It's at the end of the day. Because here's the thing, I I don't want Stu back, and nor do I think it would really make sense. However, it's really up to the writers, though, whether they want to bring him back or not. That's really all it is here. Um, and if the writers wanted to bring him back in a way that because like I said, I don't think it would make sense to bring him back at this point. But could the writers write in some type of way to bring him back and whatnot, and bring him back anyways? Of course, if they wanted to, they could, because this is their project now, and they could practically do whatever they want. So of course, like they can do that. I'm not denying that. The writers can't choose for him to come back and still bring him back anyways. Of course, I'm not denying that. Of course, they can write in some kind of way to bring him back, even if I don't think it really makes sense. But of course, they can bring them back in some type of way if they wanted to. But also the flip side of that is, if the writers didn't want to bring them back, then they wouldn't bring them back either. Like, we really don't know at the end of the day whether if you want Stu back or not. It really, like, our us as fans, our opinions don't really matter, because whether if you want Stu back or not, it doesn't really matter. And how you feel about Stu coming back or not doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, it's really up to the writers on whether if they want to bring Stu back or not. That's really all it is. So that's all it comes down to at the end of the day. So if the writers wanted to bring Stu back, they could do it. If they didn't want to bring him back, they could not do it either. Like, who knows what the writers are gonna do at the end of the day? Like, yes, we can all give our opinions and theories, and on whether we want him back or not. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because it's really up to the writers on whether they want to bring him back or not. And whether they choose to go forward with that is up to them. So that's really all it comes down to. And I'm saying that, for both sides of the spectrum, like for both sides, you know, that want him back and also don't want him back on. I'm speaking, for both sides here, because like it's true. At the end of the day, if the writers wanted to bring him back, they could do it because it's up to them at this point. And if they didn't want to bring him back, that's their choice as well. They could. It's up to them, like I said. So like we can give our theories and opinions all we want on whether we want Stu back or not, but at the end of the day, it's really up to the writers. That's all it comes down to at the end of the day. So who knows what will happen, whether they'll bring Stu back or not. I'm not denying that it's not possible that they could bring him back, that the writers won't bring him back, because who knows, maybe they will bring him back. The writers might be like, you know what, we should bring him back. Like if they wanted to, they could definitely do that. Would I be okay with it? Would I personally want that? No. But if, like I said, if the writers wanted to do that, they could easily do that still. Um, and vice versa, if they didn't want to bring them back, same thing. So that's kind of my thing there. And I also just think that, um, and I come to say that as well because when it comes to this whole Stu stuff, and like the with fans as well saying that, oh yeah, this points to him coming back because there's a red, his circle is highlighted in red and everyone else is in white, so they're trying to hit at him coming back. Like, sure, we can, if you want to go, if you want to say that, sure, like that could be the case, but you also have to think on the flip side of that, like, what if that's not the case though? What if they're just trolling, some of these Stu fans out there, and like the writers are purposely doing this stuff to like basically, you know, basically get the Stu fans riled up and whatnot, and try to start a discussion. Because at the end of the day, it's all marketing, and it's all to get fans to talk. So that's definitely possible as well. That all these things about them hinting towards Stu coming back in Scream 5 and then in Scream 6 with some of these things, with the Ghostface mask, the old worn out mask, and all this stuff, and now this. Um, like, yes, sure. If you want to say that all that points to him coming back, sure. That could be the case. But however, on the flip side of that, that could also not be the case, and they could just be doing this. Like, they're at the end of the day, like I said, it's all opinions, it's all theories. But when it comes to this specifically here that I'm talking about, with Stu Macher's name being highlighted in red and everyone else being highlighted in white, this could be done purposely, marketing wise, because they know that the Stu fans will get all riled up with these theories, and they'll go crazy and whatnot, and they could just be trying to troll the Stu fans. And this all this stuff is probably being done purposely. Like, that's definitely possible too, and that's basically what I'm trying to say here on the flip side of things as well. Like, this all could be done purposely, showing the old age mask, showing this, and some of the things that they you know so-called said in Scream 5 that hinted at him coming back too, especially with that thing as well. Um, with Richie on his laptop, and he was like he was watching Stab 8 and whatnot, and then we saw on the recommended, it said somewhere on the side, it said like, is the real Stu Macher alive? And like that, who knows? That, yes, it's possible that that could be done for them hinting that they want to bring him back and whatnot. However, on the flip side of things, this all could be done as well to basically troll the Stu fans, to tease the Stu fans, to make them think that, oh yeah, they're they're gonna bring him back, but and then nothing happens. That's definitely possible, and I'm just saying, like that's definitely possible as well. So you know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not telling anyone, to not be on the Stu train. If you want to believe he's coming back and whatnot, that's fine. It's totally okay. And that's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying on the flip side of things that's what could be done. That's what could be going on here with the marketing is that they're trying so hard to make fans think that Stu is going to come back and trying to basically troll the fans, and then in the end they don't end up bringing him back because at the end of the day they were just trolling the Stu fans. Like that's definitely possible as well. And I'm just saying, that's definitely possible. But either way, like I said, whether Stu comes back or not, we don't know. At the end of the day, it's all opinions, it's all theories, it's all personal, just beliefs. Whether if you want Stu back or not. At the end of the day, it's really up to the writers, and we don't know whether if they're doing. My bad, guys. My AirPods died. But yeah, like I said, we don't know if they're doing this whole, Stu stuff, hinting at Stu coming back and all that stuff to basically try to, like, we don't know if they're trying to purposely hint at Stu coming back because they're actually gonna bring him back, or if they're just doing this just to troll us, to troll the Stu fans. Like, we don't know what's actually the case here. So at the end of the day, this is all just opinions and theories, Like it's all at the end of the day, whether Stu comes back or not is really up to the writers, and that's all I'm trying to say here. But we can all have our own opinions and theories. That's nothing wrong with that. But I just wanted to say that about this, and just in general, and speak on this, just because that was a theory that I've been seeing going around. I even saw Craven Something Scary post a video about it today. And some of these theories have been going around, and I just, like I said, if you're on the Stu train and you want him to come back, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But I just wanted to kind of speak on these theories and give my own personal opinion. That's really all it is. And that's all it is here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think though about this Ghostface map in general, and your own theories and whatnot, and some because I feel like Stu Macher and Sam Carpenter, Kirby Reed, they were like the big ones in this map, and this whole Ghostface map that released today, that everyone is theorizing about, is Stu, Sam, and Kirby. Why? Because Stu his name is highlighted in red. Sam is in all capitals, and she has a big circle compared to everyone else. And then Kirby Reed has an X around her name. So it makes sense that everyone would be theorizing about these three characters out of everyone in this Ghostface map, because like I said, everyone in this Ghostface map has nothing to do with the newer characters that are going to be in Scream 6. It's all having to do with the past killers in this franchise that have died, and also talking about the killers. No, the past killers in this franchise that have died, but also the victims that have died to the killers in this franchise as well. That's basically what this map is showing. And of course, it would throw some fans off seeing Sam's name in here and Kirby Reed. But like I said, I already gave my reasons for why I don't think, that this means that Sam or Kirby are going to die, you know. But, yeah, in general, let me know what you guys think about this map, Do you guys think it's cool? Because I think this is a cool Ghostface map, right? I think it's a cool map. Whenever it released today, I was like, yo, what is this? I really didn't know what this was, but
Yeah, let me know what you guys think about it, because I think it looks cool. Let me know your own theories, or whether you agreed with or disagreed with some things I said. Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.